11.
Hey, what's up? It's Vanessa Marcil, and I'm hanging out here at the Thunder Roadhouse Cafe on the Sunset Strip. Tonight on In Concert, we have Neil Young, Van Morrison, Dan Fogelberg, new artist Bottle Rockets, and music from James Bond's newest adventure, Goldeneye. So stick around. Heroes Devo. They put an interesting new little spin on one of Young's classics, Hey Hey My My from the Cuban Highway Project. Let's check it out. In Concert will be back in a moment.
ABC In Concert, brought to you by Big Red. Big Red Gum gives you long-lasting fresh breath. And AT&T, your true choice.
We're getting used to it. Everything's so new.
Is TJ doing better?
Yeah, he likes his new room, but sure misses things back home.
But he's a tough little guy.
Yesterday he said, I guess I better get on my bike and go round up some new friends.
Oh. And how are you doing?
Me?
Any new friends?
A feeling this close.
None like you.
It's all within your reach. That's your true choice. AT&T.
No little cinnamon gum freshens breath longer than Big Red.
So kiss a little longer, snuggle up a little longer, hold tight a little longer, longer with Big Red. That Big Red freshness lasts right through it. Your fresh breath goes on and on. While you chew it, say goodbye a little longer, make it last a little longer. Give your breath long-lasting freshness with Big Red.
Okay, here goes.
Yeah, it's changing color.
And you know what that means?
You were right.
We've got hard water.
If your soap won't lather well, and if your skin feels dry, you might have hard water. And then you need Zest. Soap leaves a drying film behind. But even in hard water, Zest rinses clean away for cleaner, smoother feeling skin.
You're not fully clean
and smooth
unless you're zestfully clean.
See? Our skin wasn't prematurely dry. We've just been using the wrong bar.
Van Morrison's 25th solo album, Days Like This, is one of the coolest of his 30-plus years of writing music. Here he is discussing the album.
What's your gut feeling about this album?
It's the best Judy album, I think, anymore.
The last 4 years, perhaps?
Yeah. The song is basically about you win some, you lose some.
When are you most inspired?
Well, it varies. It varies. You can be, I mean, I can be inspired, say, if I'm depressed. Something could come out of that, or if I feel like a high, or elated, something could come out of that, or in the middle, sometimes in the middle. There's no set formula.
You describe, say, a typical day for Van Morrison, say, when you're not working.
Well, I'm not working, reading, usually read. Watch TV. Try and get a walk in. Listen to music. Well, I'm still working, because even when I'm reading or listening to music, I'm still working.
I'm a songwriter, and I do it for a living.
Up next, Dan Fogelberg and Tim Weisberg discuss working together for the first time in 17 years.
For a 2-year-old, life is a never-ending struggle, especially when it comes to potty training, which is why I like what Pampers has done to their trainers. Now one style is designed for both boys and girls, and it's made with super stretchy material that's easy to pull up and down. It just might make potty training a little simpler, and life a little easier.
Pampers Trainers Ultra and you, all they need to succeed.
It's the limited, extra early, very smart holiday sale. Yeah.
Save an extra 15% on everything this Saturday and Sunday only.
It's the limited holiday sale.
Save an extra 15% this Saturday and Sunday only at the new Limited.
Garth Brooks Fresh Horses, coming November 21st.
Snowboard rentals and service available at all San Diego locations.
Everybody has morning breath. Unfortunately, not everybody has scope. Everybody has morning breath. Unfortunately, not everybody has scope.
Imagine the Beatles back together, all four. But how? John left 2 unfinished songs behind. Now the 3 remaining Beatles complete his music. It's the Beatles like you've never heard them before, reunited in words and music. The Beatles Anthology, Sunday, only on A-Beatles-C.
Dan Fogelberg is enjoying a career which includes 7 platinum albums. Here he is discussing his current influences.
The In-Concert Artist Profile is brought to you by Wrigley's Big Red.
Biggest influence on my music, I don't know, I'd probably say my marriage, because I have a real good marriage and a wonderful wife, and she's given me the peace in my life to think about other things than my own little romantic. I think it's changed my writing because it's freed me to deal with more mature subject matter, which is outside of my own experience and dealing with the world at large and the problems that confront us on the planet. The world music influence, I'm not really sure where it came from. I've always been a musician that likes to branch out and do different things. I've always liked to take risks musically and try different areas, whether it's jazz or bluegrass or rock or folk or whatever. And I think over the last 5 or 6 years especially, well, the late 80s into the 90s, I was listening to people like Bruce Coburn, who is a great musician and writer, and he uses a lot of influences from the world.
It's me,
and it's autumn. The birds are sound just begun to turn.
Part of it is absorbing, listening to some other artists, and part of it is just my own natural growth and my own travels.
It's alive, and it's dying. The lobster vessels come returning.
This is my full electric band. I do different tours. I do completely solo acoustic by myself tours. I do acoustic band tours, which we did for the last 2 years, which was a lot of fun and different. But this is the ensemble that I prefer. You know, we can do all the music. And people are really enjoying this tour because for the first time, I think I'm doing every hit that I ever recorded. We're just having a great time playing this material, you know, and going back all the way to Souvenirs, all the way up to River of Souls and beyond with some new songs that I haven't even released yet. So I just have a great time touring with this group.
We drank a toast to innocence. We drank a toast to now. And we tried to reach beyond the emptiness, but neither one knew how.
Dan Fogelberg's reunion after 17 years with jazz flautist Tim Weisberg finds the two collaborating more than ever on world music. Here are Dan and Tim talking about their new record, No Resemblance Whatsoever.
The last album we did together was called Twin Sons of Different Mothers. It was 1978, so using that new math that they taught me years ago, I think it makes it about 17 years.
After I'd finished my last album, River of Souls, which was a real long, involved, personal project, and I was kind of sick of writing lyrics, and so I just kind of went into my music room one day because I was frustrated and decided to go ahead and play, just for fun, just to compose and remember why I like music. And in doing this, I started composing some piano pieces, and one of them struck me to be a perfect vehicle for Tim to play on. I started looking around and realizing I had more of this kind of stuff. Once I realized it wasn't just a hit and miss kind of, well, come on to my album and play on one of my songs, that there was a possibility we could actually do another one of these projects, I started writing specifically for him, for his instrument, for the flute, which was a great deal of fun for me. Things happen like that, and all of a sudden, bingo, it bursts, and off you go. We really enjoyed doing the record. I think the biggest difference was the approach that I took as far as doing the tracks. On the first one, I brought in a band, small band, and we did a small rhythm track, and I'd go in and overdub a bunch of stuff until we had this finished track, and then Tim would play the flute or I'd do the vocal and be finished. On this one, we got a really great live group of musicians, and Vinny Colaiuta and Michael Landau and Alex Acuna and all these guys, and so we just went in and cut it live, really. I mean, the whole thing was done in 10 days, which is real fast. And these guys were so good that we only did the songs maybe 2 or 3 times a piece. And there it was. We said, well, that's what I was after, thanks, you know. And so it just has that more of a live feeling. It took a lot less time. It was a lot of fun to work that way.
Do not move because new artist Bottle Rockets are coming right up.
No little cinnamon gum freshens breath longer than Big Red.
So kiss a little longer, snuggle up a little longer, hold tight a little longer, longer with Big Red. That Big Red freshness lasts right through it. Your fresh breath goes on and on. While you chew it, say goodbye a little longer, make it last a little longer. Give your breath long-lasting freshness with Big Red.
In a perfect world, you'd drive a perfect car, one that had all the features you need, like air conditioning, airbag, a bumper-to-bumper warranty, and anti-lock brakes. Unfortunately, the world's not perfect, but with General Motors value pricing, you actually get those things and more, all included for one low sticker price. Of course, there are still a few things beyond our control.
Wake up. Call 976-WAKE. Get out of bed and get ahead. Use your touch-tone phone. Call 976-WAKE. We're the wake-up that works. So why worry? Don't ever be late again. Call 976-WAKE. Do it now. Only $2 plus possible toll. Depend on us. Call 976-WAKE and wake up right. Wake up bright. Wake up to us tomorrow. For service outside California, call 1-900-976-WAKE.
Kenneth Copeland. Welcome to the Believer's Voice of Victory broadcast. Praise God.
Want to know more about talking to your children about AIDS? Send for a free information guide. Call 1-800-342-AIDS.
From the honky-tonks of Festus, Missouri come new artist Bottle Rockets. They're a down-home rock and roll band that have made many of this year's Critics' Top 10 lists. Let's check them out.
$1,000 car.
Fireworks, Midwestern cheap, low-budget fireworks. You can get 144 of them for $0.25. So, you know, you stick them in a bottle and you light it and it goes pow. So that's kind of how we do every night. We go pow. Some nights it's a dud. It just and that's it.
We're just from a small town. You know, the good, the bad, and the ugly comes with it. And it's always home. You can't deny it. I mean, okay, suppose we're the Roseanne Barr sitcom on vinyl. I don't know.
If Buck Owens were to be leading Leonard Skinner, and things like that.
It's just
ZZ Top of Glasses.
ZZ Top of Glasses. That was a
Aerosmith.
Hard rocking something or other with, you know, a little conscience behind it.
It's welfare music. Just watch your baby dance to the welfare music. Will she ever stand a chance?
What is welfare music about?
It's commentary on the whole social welfare system, how some people, you know, need it and don't get it, or those who are getting it and don't deserve it. And if it was used the way it was supposed to be used, life would be great. But it's not, you know, people being humans like they are going to abuse the system, making it unfortunate for those who need it.
Wait our gun, wait our gun. I'm making money and I'm having fun with my radar gun, with my brand new radar gun.
Radar gun is about police officers and, you know, watch out. You better be good for goodness sake. You know, it's like you can be caught. You can get in trouble, and it's just, you know, keep your eye wide open all the time. American-influenced rock and roll, country, early rock influence type of a thing. That's what I'm getting the picture of what they're calling roots rock. So it's just, you know, a new name for country rock, even though I don't know how much country is in what we do anymore, but it's like, it's in there. It's there. I guess maybe roots rock is rock with country in it that you just can't get out.
Hi, I'm Tom Parr. Tom Ray.
Ryan Henneman.
Mark Ortman.
We're the Bottle Rockets. You're watching ABC in concert.
And now the AT&T in-concert calendar.
Ruin it all. Johnny caught one on an 86 T-Bird. Pull up slow, just as close as I can. Milliwatt seconds on maximum output. Well, just that puppy with the one small blast of my radar gun.
Up next, we have music from James Bond's newest adventure, Goldeneye.
When I had friends and family, I expected big savings. Mistake. I'm always on the move, and MCI didn't cover all my calling card calls. So I got AT&T True Reach Savings. It's the only way I save 25% on every type of call on my AT&T phone bill, anywhere in the U.S., no matter who I call.
AT&T True Reach Savings. Save 25% after spending just $25 a month.
I love a company that can keep up with me.
AT&T True Reach Savings. That's your true choice. AT&T.
Garth Brooks' Fresh Horses, coming November 21st.
I used to think that panty liner protection was a contradiction in terms. Then I tried Always panty liners with wings. They have better panty protection at the sides because they cover more than regular liners. Always panty liners with wings. More panty liner, more protection.
Hi, I'm Phyllis Diller, and I've got some information that's going to shock you. I love to be funny and get laughs, but listen to this. There is nothing more dear to any mother than her children. And an organization that has that same passion is called Feed the Children. They don't think it's right for a child to go to bed hungry, and neither do I. It doesn't matter whether it's a child across the street or on the other side of the world. Feed the Children is reaching out to children who are hungry and hurting.
If you're already a Feed the Children team member, great. We appreciate your support. If you've never called before, why not get a pen and paper ready? Because there are more hungry children now than ever before, and they need your help.
With more children in crisis than ever before, it's so important that we help. Please join me in reaching out to a child in need. Call Feed the Children today.
The James Bond series is well known for its impressive lineup of singers and musicians who have created great music for the Agent 007. But this time he has outdone himself. He has brought in Tina Turner, Edge, and Bono to create the title song for his newest adventure, Goldeneye.
My name's Bond. James Bond.
The titles, I think, they're a tradition. That's what I think. I mean, every Bond film that has been done, I'm not sure that Dr. No had it, but subsequently the song and the titles have always been an absolute feature of a Bond film. Rather like the iris at the opening of the movie is very much a Bond tradition.
Goldeneye, I found his weakness. Goldeneye, he'll do what I please.
The first time I heard it, I thought it was so 60s. It was like a 60s Bond movie. I love Tina Turner. I think she's the queen of rock and roll.
It was wonderful that one of the Beatles was connected with a Bond movie. You know, it's wonderful that the Beatles are bringing out this, you know, this retrospective now of their work. It's just so timely to be, you know, walking hand in hand, the Bond movie, Goldeneye, with this album.
I think that's actually one of my absolutely favorite songs, the Beatles one, Live and Let Die.
That just has to be in there. Otherwise, it's not a James Bond movie, in my opinion. It took a little while before it was there, too. I wanted to be right there and listen to it so that I knew I was in a James Bond movie.
I get chills when I hear that. It's just, it's so powerful.
Other girls, they gather around him.
Well, I had an amazing time as usual. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week.
Goldeneye, not lace or leather. Golden chain taken to the spot. Goldeneye, I'll show him forever. It'll take forever to see what I've got. You'll never know how I watched you from the shadows as a child.
Late night.
This is ABC.